Yo mate, what up? Welcome to another lawn tip vid. Alrighty, so today you can see I've got the Greensmaster here. I wanted to try this bad boy out on the golf green, see how it goes compared to the Protea. Clearly this is designed more for golf courses, so I'm going to say it's probably going to be a little bit better, but we'll find out. We'll see. The Protea is more designed for homeowners, but at the same time, who knows? But it'll be good to try out and test it anyway. And I love these Toros, man. Brings me back to the greenkeeping days, even the way you set these up. So let's just set it up to the height of cut at about 5.5 mil. And then from there, we will cut the green, see how it goes. Haven't cut it for a couple of days, just let some more growth come through. So I'll show you guys what it looks like first, then we'll set this up. So as you can see, green still coming back, a bit more colour in it now. So those patches are starting to fill in slowly, ever so slowly. We're basically racing against time at the moment before winter hits, but we're getting there. It really is starting to look nice and green. Had a bit of rain last week, which really helped out, but it is seriously getting there, which is awesome. So I don't know, I might use the Toro out here for a little while first and see how it goes. Might start using the Protea on the ride for a little while. Just want to swap back and forth. Try those mowers out as much as I can so I can tell you guys what I think of both of them. Now, I'm not going to tell you like in the next couple of weeks, probably the next couple of months, but just want to try them out and see how they go. So we'll set the height of cut bar gauge again. I feel like I've done this so many times recently. Still got 3 different mowers to fluff around with. Let's set this up, so we'll tip it back and set it up, and I'll show you guys how you set it up as well. Pretty straightforward. First thing we have to do, just undo these nuts here. And then from there we just need to turn these bad boys. Alright, so we're getting close now. It's nearly on there. And same with that side. So we just bring them down at about the same across the board. Awesome. So now that is on there now. So that's a snug fit. It's not too tight, not too loose. And same on that side. So that's pretty much perfect. So if the fit is a little bit tighter, obviously your height of cut is going to be a little bit higher, and if it's a bit looser, the looser you go, obviously technically the lower your height of cut is, if that makes sense. Because you can feel the bed knife goes underneath that screw, and you can sort of get a good feeling from it. And you've got to get the feeling across the whole bed knife to get your accurate measurement, because if you don't go across the whole bed knife, you could have one side out. Let's just see how the reel to bed knife is going, see if it's cutting paper. Oh my gosh, beautiful. Whew. Crisp, so good. And see how loose that is? It's got a bit of a squeak, there's a bit of grass in there, but seriously, mate, I love these machines. One quick thing I would just like to mention is the Protea and the Toro are completely different leagues. Obviously the Greensmaster, like brand new, they cost 16 to 20k, depending on what model you get. You can obviously get like 1,000, 1,600. Can't remember what the other one is, but anyway. But yeah, they're in their own league, like they cost a lot more money, whereas the Protea's obviously designed more for homeowners. I mean, they do use them commercially in some places because they are very solid units, but they are like a lot cheaper, like 4 to 5 grand, can even be from 2 to, it depends on what model you get. But like the 20-inch model like I've got there is around about 4 to 5 grand if you include the attachments and everything. But yeah, mate, completely different league, so it's a bit hard to compare them like 100%, because I can't really say one mower is going to be better than the other, because seriously they are in their own league. But I mean, obviously you'd think the Toro would be better because they're used on golf courses and because they cost a lot more money. And the engines on these things like last year's, like this one is a 2005 model and it's still running like crazy. Like, it's awesome. Anyway, so let's try it on the green now. Hopefully having it set at 5.5 mil, it's going to cut this pretty well. I'll do one run and we'll just see, hey, but let's get into it. So I've got a feeling it might be a little bit hard to use on this tiny little area, which is another downside of having such a big machine, which is made for wide open spaces, is because when you go to put the drive in, you have to push forward that lever on the right there, and then when you want to stop, you have to pull it back, so it disengages the clutch basically. So completely different. Instead of having a clutch that you control with your hand, with your right hand, like on the Protea, this bad boy, flick it down, pull it up. So I'm gonna have to be riding it the whole time basically, especially when coming around the corners on this green, because yes, very small area. These machines go pretty fast because they're designed for golf greens. Alright, so we gave that triple cut. Man, did you see me struggling around those edges there? It's like, eh. Anyway, I reckon I could go a smidge lower. Like that's how much, probably can't even see this. But that is fine as, we got basically nothing off the green. Which means I think we can go down just a smidge more. Let's take it to 5 mil, hey? And just see how it looks, but definitely cuts very, very crisp. Let's go! See what? I'm actually really surprised that was actually pretty even to maneuver. So again, we got even less grass off, like nothing at all. So mate, I'll tell you what, I don't know if I want to leave it. I think I should leave it that high because we're going into winter. Yeah, I will. And the reason I'm leaving it a little bit higher, warm season grasses going into winter can catch a little bit more sunlight. So it's better to bring your height cut up just a little bit when you're heading into winter. Cool season grasses doesn't worry them too much because they're cool season, so they're designed for the cooler weather. So the ryegrass, I'm probably going to start taking it lower and lower. So that's 20 mil at the moment, I'll bring it down. But this, I'm going to leave it at 5 mil. Let's see how it looks. This will go dormant here in orange anyway, so it'll go brown, but yeah. It's going all right. Still keeping the liquid ferts up to this bad boy. Trying to spoon feed it, keep it pushing. It's improving. I seriously can see it improving by the day. It's hard. It is really hard to see on camera. When I watch these videos back, you can't see all the green shoots in those areas. So there's heaps of little shoots. They just need to fill in and really fill the green out before winter hits, because our night temps are dead set hanging around like 10 degrees now. So I'm pushing it. I'm really pushing it. So it's a bit hard to choose which mower I prefer here. I probably would prefer the Protea on this area just because it is a little bit smaller and engaging and disengaging is a little bit less fiddly with the Protea on this tiny area, but the quality of cut on this thing is also awesome. So, you know, with the Protea, because it's a little bit smaller, it does tend to dig in down on this side just over here. Up next to the cup, and on this machine it didn't dig in, so I was quite surprised. I think it's all just floated over top of that area. Doesn't need a good top dress, but yeah, it's sitting, since it is sitting at 5 mil now, it still does look shaggy to me, compared to like if you're cutting down at 3 or 4 mil. It's funny how much of a difference you notice from like 6 mil to 5 mil, and then from 5 mil to 4 mil. Like, it is pretty crazy. It's ridiculous. I mean, you notice the difference when you're playing golf as well, but yeah, this thing would work 100% on this green, and I'm going to keep using it here for probably the next week or two, just to trial it out for a while. I've only had 1 day with it, using it on the green, so I need a bit more time to give you guys a full opinion, but the green is looking good. It's improving by the day. This TifTuf, it is aggressive grass, very aggressive grass. It's working well for this green though. It's adapted to this cutting height. Finally, it did take quite a bit of time, But it's the same with any putting green. Like when you're bringing in, especially warm season putting greens, like you're going to get areas that are going to be brown because they're not used to that height of cut, and you've got to train it to cut at that height. It doesn't take like a week or two. It can take you a month, 2 months, depends on what time that you do. Say if we're in the middle of summer here and it was humid, this green probably would be nearly filled in, but it's cold now, so like you're wearing jumpers here in the morning. But yeah, I'm impressed with how the TifTuf's going so far. Holds pretty good colour. It's very aggressive, which for orange is good because I've got cooler temps, so it sort of holds on for a little bit longer, I've found, than other cooch. Like we used to have a lot of South African cooch and Santa Ana at the golf course, and this seems to be holding on just a little bit longer. It is a little bit more aggressive, so it does grow a bit quicker, which means during the summer periods you probably need to watch out for thatch issues. Don't need to feed it as much with nitrogen either because it is so aggressive. I guess that's why they call it TifTuf, because it's quite tough and hardy grass. Yeah, I'll probably do a review on the grass in future, but so far I'm enjoying it, and it's well suited to this climate, apart from going dormant in winter, but all warm season grasses do here. Alright, so we'll wrap the video up there, but thanks guys so much for watching. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, like this video if you enjoyed it or you learned something new, and I'll see you guys on Saturday. Let's just do a putt test at the end. See how it's rolling. Nice! Right, let's get this one in. Oh yeah.